Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final of our high adventure base check-ins for our registration kickoff today. If you're thinking, wait, you guys said this is Philmont, isn't Seabase coming up? Yes, Seabase, we will be live with them on Tuesday, so mark your calendar for that. We'll be talking registration then, but right now, it is all about Philmont. Hello, Lisa and Rusty. Thanks for joining in on the comments. Aaron, there's a pretty cool benefit to commenting today, isn't there? Oh, Aaron, unmute. This is live, y'all.
Yep. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Gina?
Yes.
Okay. My apologies to everybody. Yes, we do have a couple of great prizes to give away, one of which is a family adventure camp, an actual experience at Philmont. We're going to get into the details of that later. What do you have to do to win? All you got to do is comment, as Rusty and Lisa and Deonda and Lisa again have done. All you got to do is comment, say hello, let us know about your experience in Philmont. Have you been before? Would you like to go? And of course, we're going to talk with a couple of our guests today. Philip and Matt are joining us live from Philmont Scout Ranch. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great. Thanks for being with us.
Doing excellent.
Thank y'all for joining. We actually also have another prize to give away about midway through the show. Thanks to our friends at Alps Mountaineering for rounding out these prize packs. This one is like perfect for a Philmont trek. It's the ultralight bundle. It's a Hex 2-person tent plus its footprint and a set of Alliance trekking poles. So that's pretty cool. Again, ultralight sounds awesome. Sounds very Philmont. And again, at the end of the show, we'll be giving away a half-week experience at Family Adventure Camp at Philmont. I believe that's a $240 value, so it's a pretty big win. Y'all, how has today been going? How's registration looking? I know we talked before the show. Registration's been open for a little bit for Philmont, but it sounds like it's been a big day.
It's been a great day for us here at Philmont. We're very excited. Even though we opened before the other bases do, we picked up another 19 crews to just today. So we're excited about that. We'd love to have more. We have capacity and have room. Right now, we're at about between 15 and 16,000 guests for 2025, and we'd love to make some more memories.
You know, Lisa brings up a great question. Sorry, Aaron, I couldn't pass this up, but she says, what activities does Philmont have that are specific to Philmont and can't be done at other bases? Honestly, this is the heart of the question to ask every base, I think.
Sure, I'm happy to answer that. So here at Philmont, we're a 140,000 acre ranch in the beautiful Sangre de Cristo Mountains of New Mexico. So we have, beautiful alpine meadows, miles and miles of trail, and beautiful views that you can't get just about anywhere else in the country. And we kind of specialize in 7, 9, and 12-day backpacking treks. That's what makes us unique here at Philmont.
Elizabeth asks if we're going to do all 4 high adventure bases this week. We are, Elizabeth. We've actually done 3 already. We did Northern Tier this morning. We did Summit just about an hour ago. We're visiting with Philmont now. Seabase will be next week. Today is the opening for registration for 3 of the 4 high adventure bases. You guys can sign up right now for 2025 treks. I think we're talking about the 2025 season for the most part. Yeah, Philmont. Really kind of when I talk to people who have been to Philmont, they talk about it like it's a religious experience, guys. I mean, it is what the pinnacle of scouting. Yeah. I mean, I think it really is not an exaggeration to say that it changes people's lives. Do you guys agree?
That's our motto.
Yeah, we've got signs as you leave every building that say change lives.
There's a piece of Philmont that I think is unique in terms of like, there's this whole nostalgia element to it that is like, I think it is unique to Philmont from the other high adventure bases. They've all got something really wonderful going for them, but we're just seeing the comments light up right now. People being like, Philmont is just the memories, people talking about the training experiences they've had there. And Kristen said, Philmont is on my Scouts bucket list. Okay, question. If a scout if a scout's going for the first time, what kind of treks and programs would you point them to?
You want it?
Sure. Yeah, if they're coming to Philmont for the first time, if they're coming on one of our traditional 7, 9, or 12-day treks, they have the opportunity to work with that entire crew to pick an itinerary. If they're trying to come individually, we have a wide selection of individual programs available as well, not to mention programs through the Philmont Training Center. So it kind of depends on what the age range is of what we would steer someone towards.
And what is the minimum age, folks, for a Philmont trek? Is it the same for all of the experiences out there?
For our traditional treks, we're looking for 14 or 13 and has graduated to 8th grade. So that's similar to some of the other bases. I know they vary a little bit. And then individual trek programs kind of vary between 14. Some of them have higher age requirements like 16. It's all laid out on our website where you can find more information.
If you're an insider in scouting, oftentimes, if you qualify for venturing, you qualify to go to a high adventure base. Sometimes that's an easy way to look at it. You could drill down a little bit further. There's exceptions and differences at different high adventure bases. Hello, Pack 208. Thank you for tuning in. I know we're really talking about the high adventure treks today, but I do want to touch on family adventure camp since we are going to be giving away half of a stay. You said something really interesting before the show, Matt, about how technically if somebody got this, won this prize, they could use it in the next few weeks. That's correct. Possible?
Well, we have a winter family adventure camp as well. Family adventure camp runs off and on all throughout the year. And this time of year, it's a winter experience where folks can stay here at the base and do that type of stuff, but then do a winter skiing package. The area of northern New Mexico is an outdoorsman's dreamland. So not only do we have things here on the ranch, but we have partnerships with various ski operations around. And so if you win the package today, you could literally be here next month enjoying it.
That is awesome. Yeah, Family Adventure Camp is for those of you who don't know, relatively new initiative started by the Boy Scouts of America 3 or 4 years. I think maybe we've been doing this now. It's a great way to see Philmont if maybe you're not ready yet for a 12-day intense backpacking trek, or maybe you have young children who aren't old enough yet to do that. Family Adventure Camp is a great way to kind of get a little taste of what Philmont is like. You get to kind of experience some of the trails. There's hikes, right? Things like that. I think you can even do some like Mount Baldy type stuff. Am I right, guys?
Can't do Baldy, but you can do some horseback riding. You can do various day hikes. A lot of experiences out there for the family adventure camps.
And the Philmont Training Center, who oversees the family adventure camp, they do have some opportunities to hike the Tooth of Time, which is kind of the iconic Philmont peak that you see in a lot of our branding and on belt buckles and stuff all over the place, the range.
Carrie has a really interesting question. What's the minimum age for a family for the adventure camp?
I don't know that
there is one. We've had I think the Smile Fry operation actually has cribs in it, so it's they can be young. We have different programs for different ages.
I have heard of a lot of families who mom's going to training, daughter is going to be out doing a trek, and dad is hanging back with baby. I mean, like toddlers, even infants. I think it'd be the perfect place to bring a baby in the summer, to be honest.
Plus the deluxe tents that we offer here are pretty awesome. They've got a queen size bed for mom and dad, and then there's little bunk beds in a separate room in the same tent. So your whole family can stay together, and there's a fan and rugs and all that. It's pretty swanky.
It's pretty fancy over there.
Now, on the other end of that, what was some of like maybe the more backcountry treks for high adventure base trekkers look like?
Well, that tent you're giving away today is by our tent provider. So sure. that is what most people use in the backcountry. 2-person backpacking tents with little footprints. And they carry it with them, and here we go.
Yeah, so our kind of bread and butter is the 7, 9, and 12-day treks, and each group signs up and registers for ideal dates for them. And once they select those, then we go through a process we call itinerary selection, where the crew gets to look at all the various activities that happen here at Philmont. All right, are we more interested in going rock climbing? Do we want to go horseback riding? Do we want to do some blacksmithing, go explore a mine that opened, in the 1800s? Do we want to go visit a cowboy camp? Whatever that may be, and they kind of rate which activities are the biggest priority for them, and then they have the opportunity to choose an itinerary to hike to each of our backcountry camps to experience all of those activities. And there's tons of different activities that can be done in the backcountry at Philmont.
We are just actually, guys, a few seconds away from giving away our first prize. I can tell by the look on Gina's face. She is in the process of selecting a winner using her magical selection tool. Just want to remind everybody, today is the launch of the 2025 National High Adventure Base registration. We were live earlier this morning from Northern Tier. We visited with some folks from the summit. We're now at Philmont Scout Ranch. We'll be at Florida Sea Base next Tuesday. One of the things about Philmont, I think, when we talked with our friends at Northern Tier, they showed us this wintry landscape. It seems, maybe if you've never been there before, it seems impossible, but it's not. That's the whole thing about these high adventure experiences, right? Is it allows you to do things that you didn't think you could do before. 7 days in the backcountry, I can't do that. We're here to tell you that you can do that. You will, not only can you do it, you will thrive. You will have a good time. You'll remember it for the rest of your life. Philmont, the folks at Philmont take care of you. You're in good hands. What an incredible experience. Gina, maybe it's time to give away, speaking of incredible experiences, our first prize.
This is wild. So the winners, first of all, you're going to take this ultralight bundle home. It's an awesome Hex 2-person tent and Alliance trekking poles. But I used my fancy comment picker to pick a comment at random. And the comment said something along the lines of, how do I enter the giveaway? That's you, Amy Perryman Rabel. This ultralight bundle, how cool. And thanks to Alps Mountaineering for making this possible.
Yeah, our new best friends at Alps Mountaineering have given us some great prizes. This is just one of them. Amy, congratulations. You just won. All you had to do was comment. We have one more prize to give away today. It is a half week stay at Family Adventure Camp. We're going to break that down here, exactly what that means and how you can use it in just a second. Yeah, congratulations, Amy. Thank you for watching. All you got to do here is, guys, is comment in the next 4 or 5 minutes, and you can win our second prize. Guys, real quick, there are other activities at Philmont we haven't even mentioned yet. You did mention a little bit about the winter stuff. There's also a fall and autumn adventure. There's a horseback riding experience. What are some of the programs that you guys offer that maybe, you find people are surprised to learn? You guys offer horseback riding? You guys offer winter? Are there things like that you can tell us about?
Absolutely. Philmont operates year round. We have winter adventures. Of course, we have autumn adventures. And autumn in Philmont, it's a neat thing for some of the adults on the call, that can be an all-adult crew. Sometimes we allow just all adults to do things in the autumn. Of course, we have the Roving Outdoor Conservation School here. We have STEM tracks. We have the NAIL course,
National Advanced Youth Leadership
Experience. NAIL is taught here. It's just an amazing place. And there's so many things going on here. Plus, when you combine in the efforts of the Philmont Training Center across the street, the National Scouting Museum is here. I like your comment, scouting's Mecca. Yeah, everybody needs to come home to Mecca one time during their scouting career, and we hope that be in 2025 for you. So.
Yeah, and I'll just add with the autumn season and even the winter season, it's beautiful out here. The aspens start to turn colors. You might be lucky and hear the bugle of an elk and see them cruising across all the high alpine meadows that we have here. It's an amazing time to be here. It's very beautiful up in the high country.
I really like Mary Lou's comment here. She's repping Troop 78 Girls Troop, that her youngest son attended Weeblos Camp while she participated in the leadership conference. He vowed to go back on a trek, which he did at about age 15. Now he's an Eagle. She's also still a Cub Scout parent. Oh, he's a Cub Scout parent, and he still talks about his experiences. She'd love to help her troop attend next year. We're a small rural mountain community in the gold country of California. Mary Lou, you guys sign up. Do some fundraising.
Give us a call. Give us a call.
She brings a great point. She brings a great point up in her question, in her comment. There's a lot of resources available for getting folks to the high adventure bases. We have literally thousands upon thousands of dollars available in scholarship monies and folks that want to help, because people do realize how much their lives have been changed, and they want to continue that for the next generation. So you tell her if she wants to get her trip to Philmont, we will find a way to get them here. So come on.
And if they're having a hard time finding a full group to come out, we also recently started a program we call Trek Match here at Philmont. So it allows our currently registered crews to post that they have additional spaces for others to join. And there's a way you can log into our website. Just look for the Trek Match system, and it'll allow you to register and find other crews that are looking for individuals to join their trek here at Philmont as well.
That is awesome. And one of the things we talk about Philmont changing lives, and it's so funny whenever we talk about Philmont, people post like Mary Lou did about coming out here, her son coming out here. People also have really, really fond memories and experiences at Philmont Training Center. We've kind of mentioned that a little bit in passing, but I would love to maybe dive into that real quick. And by the way, we're just another few minutes away from giving away our half-week experience at Family Adventure Camp. But there's Philmont Training Center out there is incredible. And people talk about it often like they do about a trek. Can you just guys tell us about kind of what's offered at PTC, as we call it?
Absolutely. And I'm one of those folks. I came to Philmont probably 10 times on the training center side of the street, coming through my days in scouting as a different roles. But each week during the summer, there will be a multitude of different classes and opportunities. A lot of them are maybe job specific, how to be a better cub leader, how to be, marketing, whether it be relationships, whatever your role may be in scouting. And then there's some that's really neat, like the history of New Mexico and the history of Philmont, or photography class, which is very, very popular. So there's things both for your scouting role and just things you might be personally interested in. That schedule is up. It's been announced for a while, so you can look at that and look at the dates. And we would love to have you visit the Philmont Training Center. We welcome folks to come on out. Bring the family. It is actually a pretty cheap vacation. It's a great way to see this part of the world and see a neat thing about scouting. And you're here as crews are coming and going. We're sitting in the iconic Tooth of Time Traders right now. You can come over here and you can really immerse yourself in the Philmont experience, but you have good lodging, good bedding, and a shower every night versus the backcountry. So people love that side of the road over there.
Man, Aaron, if you and I could establish ourselves as experts at literally anything, just something, maybe we could get some out there. I don't know. We need to work on that and getting good at something.
We need faculty. That's right. We need faculty.
Deonda says she'd love to help with the wonderful opportunities you have for special needs scouts too. Deonda, I hope you've looked into Zia Experience. Please Google that after this. And yeah, Matt.
Hey, on Zia's on that topic, this year for the first time ever, we are doing a Zia Trek experience. Now we've had a Zia experience at the training center where we've worked with some of our special needs scouting, but this year we've actually got a special backcountry expedition for some special needs scouts. That is a very unique group, and we're excited to bring that program to Philmont this summer.
People giving a lot of love for Philmont Training Center now that we've talked about that a little bit. Are y'all up for me giving away our half-week half-week experience at Family Adventure Camp away right now?
Absolutely. Please do it.
Okay, this is going to somebody who had said, I want to get back to Philmont. Jacob, I hope we can make it happen. Jacob Fetzer. Keep your eyes on your inbox. We'll message you and get this coordinated.
Congratulations to Jacob. And as a reminder, Jacob, so this is basically sort of serve as a credit. It's a half-week stay. You can choose to expand that to a full week stay if you would like to. Bring the whole family. It'll be a super cool time. Gino will reach out to you about that. Family Adventure Camp, Philmont Training Center, obviously the backcountry treks. We haven't even mentioned, by the way, Gino, the National Scouting Museum is at Philmont Scout Ranch as well. Is there anything that's not at Philmont?
Come on.
Jimmy, you and I, not only do we need to try to get a leadership course there, we need to get offices out there, I think. We could do our live videos from Philmont Scout Ranch. That would be the place to do it, I think.
It would look a lot cooler for sure. You guys, we're so lucky to have you on today. I know it's a busy day, and honestly, it sounds like registration's booming. So we're excited for that. And reminder for everybody watching, jump on it. But for our viewers at home, if they're like, okay, we're ready to register, where do they go? What do they do? How do they pick?
PhilmontScoutRanch.org. That's the place to start. You can click on our register buttons. There's all kinds of information on that website, but you should, right from the homepage, you should be able to go ahead and register for a Philmont trek if that's something you're interested in doing. And a lot of folks think it's difficult to get in here at Philmont. We're trying to dispel that myth. There are many opportunities to get here and still plenty of openings for this upcoming season in 2024 and, of course, 2025.
Philmont,
something we've been working to dispel today over the last few days is, sometimes certain programs, certain treks fill up. And I think people think it's because it's like, oh no, the popular one is full, so why even go? But really, it's just that some programs can accommodate more people and some can accommodate fewer. It has nothing to do with the quality of the program or how popular it is. So like you said, like if there's an opening, take it. It's going to change your life.
And it could just be the dates too. Sometimes there's more popular dates than others. If you're flexible with your dates, there's plenty of opportunities.
Absolutely.
go onto the website to check for available future dates. It's all online. You can also pick up the phone and call them. They even have people who will answer the phone. Hey, maybe one thing we could address real quick before we let you guys go. Philmont Scout Ranch, located in one of the most gorgeous areas of North America. How do most people get there, guys? It can be kind of a planes, trains, and automobiles type experience. What's the most common way of getting out there?
Well, it kind of depends where you're coming from now, because a lot of folks where you can ride the train, they do ride. A lot of our folks in the Midwest and California will ride the train and get off in Raton. That's very popular. A lot of our folks everywhere else in the Southeast, a lot of folks fly. They fly to both Denver and Albuquerque. We have arrangements made for transportation on both of those cities. And of course, a lot of folks drive, but all the Texas folks just drive up here today, and we're glad to have them. But yes, it can be an interesting time getting to Philmont. And we tell folks, let the journey be part of the adventure, and it works.
Yeah, and we have information again on our website that has suggestions on places you can stay if you're driving out here, or if you're looking to acclimate, a day before you get out here. Just one that comes to mind is the United States Air Force Academy. They're always excited to see scouts stop by and stay the night on their way to Philmont, and many other opportunities like that in the region.
Pretty cool. I love the idea of making the journey part of the adventure. That is so exciting. Philmont, everyone at Philmont who made it possible for us to give away the half-week stay at Family Adventure Camp. Thank you. That's super cool that we were able to do that today. And also we have to thank Alps Mountaineering for boosting these shows with a little gear giveaway. We know our audience loves that. If you guys are hyped up on high adventure bases, don't be sad that today is over. Registration is really just kicking off, and it's still open for Philmont. It's been going strong for Philmont. So jump on over to that URL at the bottom of the screen. Check out your options and mark your calendars for Tuesday, because we'll be back with Seabase. Aaron, what am I forgetting?
There's also lots of information on that website about how to be prepared for a high adventure base, how to plan it. So even if you haven't even thought about going to a high adventure base in 2025, there's information on there about how to fundraise for it, how to be ready for it. Another thing that Gina and I think have found over the years is, not only is the transportation, the trip out there part of the experience, for a lot of scouts, the fundraising is part of the experience too. They have memories of selling popcorn or whatever it is to raise money to go to Philmont. There's something so satisfying and cool about that. People do that. People fundraise their way to Philmont. It can be done. Guys, is there anything else we need to let our audience know about Philmont Scout Ranch before we let you guys go?
One thing I would mention, if you've got some folks, but maybe they're not scouts anymore, maybe they're kids at heart, we are still hiring for the summer season. We typically, on an average year, bring about 1,000 seasonal staff in, and literally any type of job you can imagine. And so we still do have some availability for 24, and of course we will on 25 for jobs.
Sorry to interrupt, Matt. Just head to philmontscoutranch.org/jobs, and there are position descriptions for over 200 different summer seasonal jobs. We also will work with college students on internship credits and all that stuff. So that's a great way to spend a full summer at Philmont.
Such a good call out. So from your older teens to your retirees, there are chances for you to work and get paid at Philmont. I mean, it's mind blowing. What a party out there. How cool.
Yeah, that's another thing. We've talked to folks who have memories of going to Philmont, going to the training center, working at Philmont. All these things literally change people's lives. Guys, this has been great today. Best of luck to both of you. We'll be talking to you soon about how things are going out there. Gina, we've done 3 of the 4 high adventure bases today. As a reminder, everybody, we'll be visiting with our friends from Florida Seabase next Tuesday. Happy BSA High Adventure Base Registration Day to those of you who celebrate. Again, maybe we can have behind the scenes, Brian, put the website up one more time. Go there for really all the answers to all of your questions. It's been a very exciting day today. We're planning the 2025 High Adventure Base season right now. Thanks to our special guest today who joined us. us from Philmont Scout Ranch. Philip and Matt, we appreciate your time today. Thank you all for watching. Gina, great job as usual. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.